Hi guys, welcome to my bedroom studio tour. Actually shot one a while ago, but I really didn't like the quality, so I didn't push through. But now I'm doing it again. So yeah, here's my bedroom studio tour. The first thing that you'll notice is that I own a Bunkbed, and that's because I want to maximize the space. Also, this was the bunk bed I used during college, so that's also that. And then you can also see that I have this closet rack, I guess, and that's where I put all of my outside clothes or clothes, something like that. But since it's the pandemic, I'm not really using any of it. And then you can see top of my cabinet, there's some books there. Usually those books are for when I was in college. Yeah, I don't really know why I keep them. And then there's like a small mini cabinet wherein I put my wires, and then I also put there like some random stuffs, coins, and then my watches and whatever. Now we move on to like what you really want to know is my setup. So my setup starts with a laptop. It's the MSI GF63, and it was bought to me as a gift, as a birthday gift, and I'm really thankful for that because every song after perfect fit I made in this laptop. So I'm really thankful for that. So yeah, it handles all of my workflow. For music making, I use two apps. The first one is FL Studio. Basically, all of my music production I do there. And then the second one is Ableton Live, which I use to perform. The next one that I'll show you guys is my headphones. So I own 4 headphones or earphones. The first one is just my work headset, and then the ones that I usually produce with is number 1, the Sennheiser HD201. It was my first headphones, and yeah, I had it customized wherein you can move the audio jack. And then the next one is my Audio Technica M40X, which is what I usually really produce on. It has the better quality audio-wise. I usually just give my Sennheiser HD201 to like my singer or my rapper or something like that. And then as you can see, there's also like a place wherein the singer or rapper can sit, and then you can record the audio there. What my mic is just the BM800 mic, which is really cheap. If you guys want a cheap mic that you can use, I could recommend this one. So yeah, I also use like a cheap earphones, just for me to know what it sounds like. Anyway, for my audio interface, I use my Focusrite 6x6, which I really like because it has a lot of inputs and outputs. Yeah, I got that for like 40% off, so that's nice. And then my studio monitors is this JBL 104, and I bought it because it has this really small form factor, even though the woofer is 4 inches, so that's nice. And then next is we're gonna move on to like my other gears. I guess I'll do this like a show and tell. I have this Akai MPX8. It's a sampler. Yeah, you can play some sounds in this, but take note, you cannot actually sample on it. You can just play your samples in it. And yeah, I got this really cheap, which is nice. So yeah, my next MIDI controller is this Arturia Beatstep. Okay, the Arturia Beatstep. Really do use this to perform because it has a lot of knobs that I can map into Ableton. I really don't use this often, I just use it to perform, which doesn't really happen as much. And then the next one is my Akai MPK Mini Play. It was a gift for me. Yeah, and I like it because it has pads, and then it has keys, and then you can also use it standalone mode. So yeah, if that sounds like a good deal to you, maybe you can buy it. I don't really have anything to say now. Next one. You kind of notice that everything I own is usually like in a small form factor. So yeah, the next one I have is this pocket operator rhythm. It's basically a drum machine that you can fit on your pocket, so that's nice. If you put this on a distortion pedal, it has this like crunchy lo-fi drums, which is really good to hear. So yeah, the next one is sorry, I don't have batteries right now, so that's why it's like blank. Anyway, this is the pocket operator robot. Advertise it as a chiptune synthesizer. And honestly, when you put this on like a lot of pedals, like distortion, the flanger, delay, reverb, it sounds so rich and full, which is really good to hear. And then the next one is the Korg Chaos Pad. This is basically an FX processor with this small form factor, which is really good, man. So yeah, when you like touch this, it manipulates the audio depending on the preset. So the first guitar pedal I have is this, oh my god, this AMT Electronics Extreme III distortion combo emulator. Basically, it's a distortion unit, and to be honest, I don't really like the sound as much because it's like super harsh and it doesn't really apply to my music. I got this for like 2,500 too. I saw this on reverb.com and then they're selling it for like 4,000, 5,000, so resale value, I guess. Okay, the next one is my Boston Engineering Flanger. It's a flanger, Regina Phalange. I bought this for like 1,000, which is nice. Tip guys, here's a tip for you guys. If you ever want cheap gear, you need to always scour the second-hand market, because like FB Marketplace, Carousel, eBay PH, and all the other sites. Essentially, if the owner is really careful with his units, I think when you get it, like this one, I bought this for, actually didn't buy this. I traded my M Audio Axiom Air Mini 32 for this guitar pedal because I wanted to start a guitar pedal collection. Anyway, look at this. It's technically still in pristine condition. The only issue I have with this is that there's like disgusting thing on the Velcro. But dude, like glue remover could remove that. Anyway, the last one I have is this Ditto Mic Looper. I saw this in Andrew Huang's video, and then I urged my fam to buy it for me. So yeah, thank you fam. It's a mic looper, as stated, and it's nice, and you just need to get the timing right, which I obviously suck at. But yeah, I need to get better at feeling the rhythm, I guess. Honestly, that's it for like the electronic gears. But so now we move on to my acoustic instruments. So the first acoustic instrument that was the closest to me, that's why I grabbed it first, is my Kalimba. This was also a gift. Yeah, a lot of these are gifts, to be fair. But a lot of this are second hand that I bought with my money when I was in college. So save your money, I guess. I don't know. I bought this because I was producing something like Big House or Shell House Black when I was in college, and then I thought, you know what an amazing live factor would be me playing the Kalimba live, which I actually never did because I bought one with no audio jack, so it's just an acoustic instrument. The next one is this is actually not mine, but it's now in my possession. This is actually my tita's. This is a ukulele, that's not mine. It's really small though. The next one is my electric violin. I bought this to use in a gig. So technically the money that I got from that gig, I used it to buy this technically in advance. So I don't really like the sound that much, but maybe because it was electric violins are really dry. There's like no reflection unlike acoustic violins. So yeah, the last one is my, wow, it's really dusty, is my violin, which my grandma got it for me. It was my first instrument, and yeah, this is the first thing I learned music on, which is really helpful because I learned music theory with it. I learned a lot of other things. I have like 2 signatures here. The first one is by, hopefully you can see that, Chino David. He was the violinist of Salas Factory, and is now the violinist of Hale. And then the next one is Muriel, which is the violinist of Ransom Collective. Really big people in the violin industry here in the Philippines. Honestly, that's it. That's all of my gear right now. I guess my tip for this, guys, is that I didn't buy this all at once. It was like building up a collection in a way. So if you guys say that I'm rich or something like that, I'm not really rich. I just used all of my savings when I was in college to buy all of this. And then when I have DJ gigs, I usually don't spend that money as well. I usually save it to buy more gear. So yeah, that's it for me. Hopefully you guys have a great day, and bye.